I think as I've gotten older, I attracted more narcissistic patients. In my last 10 years in New York, I had several clearly narcissistic clients.
You were already famous by that time?
That's why they came.
Yeah.
Before, when I wasn't famous, I got the borderlines.
Yes.
I got the sexually abused clients. I got the people whose marriages were in trouble. But as I got well known in the New York area, I started getting more and more narcissistic clients. Yeah. And I enjoy working with them.
So how about with narcissistic style? Is it also the same, that some of them you think might need more of that confrontational and some of them more the attuned presence?
The answer is yes to both parts of that question. But that confrontation's got to come much, much later if I'm going to use it at all. I would rather spend time doing a whole series of phenomenological inquiries so that they come and tell me what they need to change, rather than for me to introduce it. Is it part of the whole narcissistic dynamic, whether it's narcissistic style or pattern or disorder?
Yeah, you put it on the spectrum, right?
Yeah. Is that one of the script beliefs is that no one is really there for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not lovable just as I am. Just as I am. All right, so they have to do things to make themselves bigger and bigger and more beautiful and smarter and more accomplished and more powerful.
Yeah.
But the other belief is no one's really there for me. So it takes a tremendous amount of time to establish with that client that I am really here for you, with you and for you. And I'm not going to be used by you, but I'm going to be here with you. And that takes a long time to build that empathetic relationship. And it requires moving into the mind of the client. This is what Kohut referred to as vicarious introspection. So that's why I shared those two script beliefs. I'm not lovable just as I am. And no one is there for me. So they're really all alone. There's an emptiness. And I think you have to address that before you start addressing the behaviors.
And how would you describe your therapeutic stance generally with these kind of people? It's like more of, is it more close or is it more distant, or is it more, you would say, serious? Because you might be attacked, you might be facing destructiveness sometimes, or what?
Certainly, I must be different with every client. But I think if somebody were to watch, it'd probably see that I would be considered close, that I would be building intimacy where possible in every session, that I would be honest and direct, but I might be circumspect in when I say it. And I'm probably careful about how I say it, so that they don't experience it as an attack, or they experience it as I'm on their team. And so it's probably going to be different with each person. And there are some clients I may sit there and just let them do their thing for a while, waiting for that right opportunity when they're invested in what's my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you stay a little bit further until they really become interested in you.
With some.
With some. With some.
Yeah. 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 I don't think I can generalize to
Yeah.
to all my clients. Yeah.
Mm. 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 And
Now, where I do use confrontation is with people who are not particularly narcissistic. Maybe they would, under pressure, have a narcissistic style. But almost all people will have what I call narcissistic moments, where they're, in the store and they push and they make themselves at the head of the line and disregard other people. All right, that's a narcissistic moment. At that moment, it's all about themselves, and there's no capacity to be sensitive to what other people need. And when clients tell me that story, I help them understand what was going on with you that minute that you disregarded somebody else and it was all about you. Or some people will come in and tell me about narcissistic incidences of a man who constantly was getting into arguments with his neighbors about where they put the garbage. And he was imagining, even long before he took his garbage out, throwing his garbage on the other man's steps. That's a narcissistic incident. It's going on in his mind to show that he's superior to the other guy. And that I kept coming back to and saying, now what was happening with you? And what is this compensation for? What was missing in your life that you have this kind of fantasy? That's a type of confrontation.